Lazy say a hundi. This for coming, also?
So what do you think, guys? I'm just putting some finishing touches. I got really tired yesterday. Didn't really want to work on the kind of details while I was working on the seals. So I'm just trying to finish things up, clean up what it looks like, kind of hide some of the staff paths, things like that.
أنا كعب مريضة فاتي.
وانت جانو تلت موزي.
تنتصر. أتوقع أن دويت تكفي.
Alstom Canal.
Alright. Well, I'm liking where the seals are going. I'll probably come back to here sometime and kind of finish up the viewing angle and things like that, but I want to start going on to the next place. Need to put in a couple of sitting benches and things like that, but I want to start building some of the sea otter, the river otter, giant otter, wow. Can't get the right otter species correct. But I want to start building that habitat, as well as I'm thinking of putting them all together in some sort of like swamp river kind of an area with the crocodiles and things like that. So I think I'm going to get started on that now. Give you one last view of kind of what this viewing area looks like. You can see them all in there. I really, again, I said this yesterday, but I really think that the diving has just done so well in making these underwater viewing areas so gorgeous. I really do. Like, those are a really fun addition to this game. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started on an aquatic section, a kind of river swamp section. I think I'm going to do a big building, kind of put this down into the ground a bit, have them go down into it, kind of as it was kind of really swampy. I'm from Nebraska, and so the Omaha Zoo, which we get to go to tomorrow, I'm really excited about that. The Omaha Zoo has a place similar to what I've got in mind. underneath their big dome. So I really like the circular, you can see from the primates, I really like this circular kind of build. Plus it's easier to build bigger buildings with. So I think I'm going to start with that. So let's start with kind of just removing some of the terrain here. We'll put it out a bit. Really get this going. And I want to make this fairly large so that I can really expand as many of these creatures in as I want. Should actually go through the Zoopedia really quick and map out kind of what creatures we want to put in here. Again, this is highlighting the aquatic pack, so not all of them will fit there, but let me know in the comments what you think. If there are any that you would like to see that I didn't include in this area, I can maybe expand the building out and lower it even further. Don't want to go too far because I don't know how far down. It looks like you can go pretty far down into here, but yeah, so we'll just good. Alright, let's go through the Zoopedia here. Alright, so we're of course going to have the giant otter from South America, tropical grassland biome. Let's go ahead and look at the caiman as well. Same kind of area, same biome. I'm also thinking, let's see what the saltwater coracle are. I know they're from Eastern area, but again, this tropical aquatic section. Are there any others that we want to include in this area besides these three? Let's see what we got here. We could definitely do some exhibits in there with like the some Amazonian type creatures in there. I'm not really feeling a tapir, even though similar habitat. Boa constrictor we could put in there, and it's got that kind of swampy jungle feel to it. Some of these would also work. We could do a good amount of exhibits, and that could be fun. I'm really just looking to see, maybe we include this turtle as well in the exhibits. But yeah, I really want to include some of this oh, the gharial is also aquatic now too. I wonder if they've updated the gharial to have that aquatic feel to it. I don't know if they fit. Maybe. I mean, we could include them in. Definitely have them all kind of in that same place. Yeah, there's all sorts of little tropical beings that we could put in the exhibits. I'm just seeing more and more of them. This could be really good if we do some aquatic creatures like that. Probably have quite a few exhibits, a whole exhibit room almost. I'm not really seeing, besides exhibit creatures, I'm not seeing a whole lot more that I really want to put in, maybe besides that Gharial. Oh, they've added the aquatic biome to the pygmy hippo. I don't know how many of them dive, but they've added that in. Yeah, I don't see any really more. So let's count on saltwater crocodile. Where'd those go? The Gharial. The giant otter for sure. The Gharial. The caiman. Yeah, we'll go with those, and then a bunch of exhibits. I think we'll space out the exhibits between them maybe and kind of see how that comes out. So let's start building this up. Let's see. I'm going to pause here so that we don't get a bunch of things as we're creating. I'm going to add some pathing in here. This has been the path I've been using for the turn off tunneling. Get a wee bit bigger. This has been the pathing I've been using for the, oh, I've got something over here that I can just continue on. Do want to start tunneling it though down. We'll just start that there. I'll make this all part of the building, but I really think, what do you think? Should I have like a two-floored building where I have all the exhibits down below, I mean the habitats down below, and then all the exhibits up top? I think that could look pretty cool. What I want to do is I want to build this pathing, if I'm going to do something like that. Have this be the entrance to that. And I want to do this kind of like, do I want to do a logwood? I want to look something more rustic. I almost want to use that beach board, but that beach board speaks more logwood than it does, I mean, more kind of like that, it's not going to let me replace. There we go. Yeah, this has more of a swampy feel to it. What we're gonna do here is we're just gonna come around a big kind of circle-ish. And something like that. That has kind of a swampy feel to it, and then I get some of the details into that. I really like how this is looking. Bring in some of these places for them to look out here. Now we said the gharial, the saltwater crocodile, the Cuvier's dwarf caiman, and then the giant otter. So we've got 4. Now we should make sure that all of the temperatures are in the same area. So we've got 11 to 33 degrees. Where'd that gharial go? Here's the giant otter, 10 to 38, that's fine. There's the gharial, 14 to 42, a little bit warmer, so a little on the warmer side of things, it looks like. So we've got 1 more, 2, 3, and that saltwater crocodile. 4, yeah, perfect. They're all in the similar temperatures, so be in the higher area of temps, but we'll kind of keep them all together. So we're gonna do 1, 2 here, 3 over here. And then we'll do the 4th, what I just heard. We'll do the 4th over here. Looks like I'm gonna have to expand out a bit on these, for sure this side, but I think the nice thing is if this is going to be underground, then I'm going to build a second layer here for the pathing for the exhibits to go. We'll figure out what that looks like in a second. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create this height down a little bit and just go out. Really just tunnel this out a bit. I mean, really, I'm gonna have to go down anyway. Ooh, do we want to do some underwater diving places for this? We'll have almost a 3-story. Be really interesting to come out from this middle piece here and have this almost underwater feel. That could be really interesting. Let's see if we can't kind of place that out, and it's not gonna like the pathing being there. I'll have to go back and do as much as we can here. I really like this idea of kind of having a central underwater viewing area, almost like an oval, where we can see all of the creatures. Yeah, I'm gonna have to repath this top. Because I'm gonna have to go delete it and get it out. But let's do that really quick. But now that we have the basic layout, I'm just gonna go through here and delete this. Maybe if I delete this in sections, I won't have to completely recreate everything. Here. Okay, and then we'll just reset this path. Let's see, we want 20. Yeah, I really like that. And we'll come out with this 13 here. there's a wee bit of terrain artifacting. There we go. So I picked up these little excerpt pieces from a recommendation that a video from Paulsley. If you haven't checked out his video, Paulsley Gaming has done some really good tutorials on Planet Zoo building. This was one of the main mistakes that he said that people do is, or don't do, is they have the viewing places on the same place that the people are traveling, the main traveling places. And what that does then is it causes congestion and issues when when you're trying to build, so to have these jetties so that people can stop and explore and see the animals, but then come back and people can still pass them on the main route. And I actually really like the look of it. It feels more natural. It feels like it's mimicked actually in real zoos when I go and see. I mean, I guess we'll see tomorrow, right? But it feels more like this is what you would actually see in zoos, is this jetty out, which probably means that they're onto something with that. So just a tip if you're ever wondering about how to make things look a little bit more realistic. Definitely, again, doesn't come from me, it comes from Paulsley Gaming. I know he's not doing as many videos recently, but I wonder if this aquatic pack will kind of bring him back a little bit. And I like to do the pathing because the habitats I like to just kind of let them be born. So I do the pathing to kind of map out what's going on, how am I shaping things, and kind of give birth to all that. Again, all of this terraforming right now is very rough. I'll go smooth everything out as I build the habitats. So put in these last two pieces. All right, so now let's do this center. That's about right? Yeah, that'll be pretty good. So we're gonna kind of square this off, and then we're actually just gonna align this to this grid here. And create this almost big platform underneath for them to see all of these creatures. Let's see what we got here. Maybe if we create this little that sticks out too far. There we go, a little oval piece like that for that one. Delete that one off, and then ooh, I like kind of how that's looking. Do I need to do too little? No, I like having more. That'll give the water, the viewing area underwater, a closer up than not. This one's probably a little bit too far. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a fun little viewing section. Let's get this last one over here. Yeah, that'll be great. Okay. The way that was bubbling weird. This one's fun because it looks kind of like a heart, but that might be too far out. Does that look better? That one might be out a little bit. That's okay. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so we have 2 levels. Maybe we'll put some of the exhibits in here so they can kind of go around. Let's go ahead and build the initial barriers, and then we'll start building some of the roofing from there. So let's smooth this out. Actually, we'll flatten the surface like this. Get a nice even surface to work with. I actually want to raise that a bit. thing I forget is that at the edge of each of these, I do need to make a slope so that the barriers have somewhere to connect to. Otherwise, the barriers won't be able to go where I need them to. Feeling like this is a little deep. And I want the ground to be more... I'm fine if the water goes that deep, but I really want the ground to be more this level than that level. Looks good. Smooth this out, get any of the rough edges out. Let's put a barrier on that. This part I haven't done correctly, so let's first really get this up as far as it needs to go. how much of this we can fill with water now. Oh yeah, that'll be a great viewing area. Now I'm thinking of doing an underground keeper location. Network of tunnels, essentially. Yeah, what this would mean is I would terraform back and that would create this place here. And then I'm actually gonna delete these 3 areas here, just enough so that I can get this terraforming flat. Might do a little add here so I can really just get a flat train here. That did not help me here. There we go. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put the barrier in. And we can connect these up. And then we'll just come back in and draw this up. And then what I do is just go in with the tunneling and the pathing and just maybe I won't go tunneling at the beginning, but 2 in even, so really smooth that out, and then, oh, come on. What does it not like about this? Make sure that all this is flat. Should be flat. Just push this out away. No. I need to delete these barriers a little bit so I can really get this train out of the way. I think that was the issue. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add this in. There we go. That's got the pathing. Great. Now we can go in and just connect those up. Up. Okay. So now and then I can fill in that however I want, but now we can take this pathing, put in some tunneling. So we can just flatten that out. There we go. So now tunneling started. Perfect, actually. There we go. And see, then that'll connect out to out here, and then we can do a network of tunnels. The staffs can then take to go to all these places that they need to get to these habitats, and don't really have to do a whole lot of extra work to that. Nice. Okay, so take the terrain and smooth out that. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this all with soil really so I can see the grass is kind of hiding some of that. Is there an option to like paint? You selected, there we go. Really smooth this out, make this not so hilly and humpy. And it's okay if there's a little bit. That should be fine. See what that looks like from down below. Yeah. This will be good. This will be a good habitat. So then we'll do another one over here, one over here, and one over here. I want to go slowly with this and really get the details right. So, what should we do first? Should we do the caimans? Or should we do the otters? 387 feet versus, what do these caimans need? Actually don't need any deep water. I think I'm gonna do the giant otters then, unless, how big is this? We've got 10,000 square feet and 4,000 square feet of water. So I think the otters will be fine. Let's check out the gharial. They haven't added any deep water requirements for them yet. What about the saltwater crocodile? These guys I might not have to do near as deep of, yeah. It looks like I don't have to do near as deep of diving for these guys. So I may have to raise these up quite a bit and just start and have this be at the base rather than having this deep. So I think I'm gonna do this with the giant otters and have the giant otters in this one, and then I'll raise to the platform the rest of these barriers. I'm actually going to do that right now just so that I remember. Yeah. Just went too deep. Too big. And that's okay. this all to here so that I really don't have to do more work than I should be. Because the reality of that was I was really putting too much in for the habitats. I still want this adequate viewing area though down here, but it means that they'll just be at the floor of where they dive to, which will still be relatively deep, but like it'll be interesting to have it right here and then have the floor up here. I'm really interested to see how serene of like an underwater, I'm thinking kind of almost aquarium-like. Alright, let's get some giant otters in here. Get a couple of them. And then we'll send them here. While they're doing that, I need to create a new workspace and hire some new keepers. 3 for, yeah, a little bit more for that. Okay, and then I need to create a new work zone. We're gonna call this, what do we call this? The tropical jungle swamplands habitats, because we also have to specify the difference between the habitats and the exhibits. So we're gonna add that to there, and then we'll in the staff here, some of these caretakers, not the caretakers, in some of the keepers that don't have a work zone, we'll add them to the jungle swamplands work zone. We're gonna add this guy to the aquatic habitats. I feel like we could use an extra. There we go. Okay, let's take a look and see what these otters think. So they need a lot more grass, a lot less soil. That makes sense. Get some grass in here. I actually need quite a bit of long grass. We took out all that long grass. Yeah. And they actually need a little bit of sand, so we're gonna do a sandy beach here. Spread it out into there. Yeah, it's looking good. A little bit more short. A little bit more long on the edges. Yeah, there we go. Looks good. Like that. And they can't swim, so that's good that they got in. Oh, they look so cute. We'll get to see them in action in a second. Oh, they require quite a few plants. Excellent. Let's go ahead and South Central America. And they have an aquatic, tropical, and grassland setting in the continent South Central America. So we'll really get some of this going here. Some of the lily pads. Again, that kind of swamps feel. hope that they can't climb. I don't think they can they? Like that. We'll do some reeds here. Up and then do some elephant ear palms here. Now let's set this to sunny really quick. Get the water out of the way. Still not enough plant coverage. That is okay. Get some moss hanging on here. Well, that'll be fun for doing some moss kind of stuff in down in through decorations and things like that. That'll be really liking this swampy feel. We're gonna have all of these in. So this is some of the water stuff that's new. Really gorgeous here. Man, I went really deep with this, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It does not need to be this deep, guys. Oh well. That would be the unmistakable deep. This kind of do not go past. What does that look like from? I mean, you really don't see a whole lot of that, so maybe I'll do some aquatic texturing here. There's the rhubarb plant. This texture here to this kind of almost a vine growth. Yeah, I like that. Got a nice little tamarind or two. cover up that back place. I just want to get this nice and, yeah. I don't know, those tamarind trees don't necessarily speak swampy. I'm going to take them out and put more of these kind of, this kind of dead tree stuff in there. I feel like you'd have more of that in there, the rotting things, maybe a couple of palms. For whatever reason, palms look more like they belong than not. Yeah, the reeds actually make it a lot. Let's get in some of the habitat stuff for them. Let's see what they say to that. Looks like they need some food enrichments. Oh, I need to actually put some food in for them. Right at that level, good. How are you doing otherwise? Looks like we nailed it. So now what I'm going to do is I found that it just makes better viewing areas to put in lights underneath. These spotlights, I found that it helps quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in like that, and then what you do is you just turn them on. That's assuming that I have power. I need to go make power for these guys. So just really quickly put in some power. Won't be enough. Not even close, my dear Watson. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to do transformer is not even going to cover all of it. So we're going to have to do a couple of these to really get some full access power. And remembering that I will do some sort of building here, so we'll cover that up. That middle section's not going to have power. I wonder if I do a transformer here. Yeah. One transformer, guys, out of all of the renewable energy sources. Just connect this here. I want to get off tunneling for this. Not going anywhere. Cool. There's enough power for this crazy building that we're building. Alright, so now that that power is on, then we can turn this on all the way and see then that creates a spotlight. Add a few of those and you're good. You don't want to direct the light at the, you want to have the light coming to the same area as the viewing area, because if you have it right at the viewing area, if you have the light directed at the viewing area, then the light shines on the glass, and then that is counterproductive to what you want. There might underneath here do like a big light or something really shining up this area, and we're gonna brighten that up, but let's see what that looks like. So then you can see more, right? Found that the stadium lights don't actually do a whole as much. For whatever reason, the water better interacts with spotlights than it does the stadium lights. I think I'll put quite a few of these underneath so that not too many are seen. See, get this really nice viewing area. Can actually see them. If they come around. Let's get some more otters in here. have all sorts of in there. Or if I move this kind of near the edge-ish, does look better. I really want to see them dive. Don't know if we'll see them dive though until the food comes. I'll watch them a bit. There we go. We're gonna see them dive. So fun. Watch them dive, and then so we'll come up to this area, and the more otters that you have, then you can see them better as they dive. Oh, here we go. As we watch this one, see how the spotlight just help it be seen so much better as it comes into view. So it dives so much. It enhances the quality of the enhances the quality of the viewing experience as they kind of come into view. So that way then you can see more of them, right? And there won't be all this shading from the sun, because then this is all going to be a building, right? But I really like this double look. Yeah, I think this is going to be good. I'm running out of swimming room. That's not good. I need a lot more swimming space than this. I wonder if I come out a bit and give them more swimming space. I think I can. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. The other thing I'm gonna do then when I do that is I'm gonna raise this quite a bit so that there's not that that's the play. So there's not quite as much of a hole there. They don't go as far into it. Yeah. So then we'll just take all of this out a little bit and then refill it with water. Give that a little bit more water to work with. Refill this with water now. Is that about where it was? It was definitely not where it was. I think somehow this shrunk. Okay, let's see what we can do with water there. It's not getting the same levels. Alright. Definitely this thing right here, but I know that that's where that was because I put those things there, those lights. So let's see if we can't. So close. It's ultimately going to give them less deep water. I really would like it up here. Let's move you a bit. See if I can't move you out. Can I move you up now? Yeah, I can. Wonder if that will help get that water clearance. I just can't seem to get the seem to get it to link to that position again that it was at. And to get it to here. I really would like it back there. What do I have to do to get it there? Why is this giving me issues? This is where burying has defeated me. I'm really not getting any taller. Not sure. Unless there's something I'm missing here. No. It really should snap right back where I want it to be. And it's not. It's mainly because of this thing here. It's this section that's too low. I need to make it wider. Some issues. What if I lengthen it a bit? Alright. Let me seal up. Yeah, that'll be good. That should be high enough now. And then of course guess I need to move this. Nope. Let's see what we can do now with the water. Is there something else causing that obstruction? I wonder if it doesn't like these. Close. What's wrong with that line? Oh, it's too far up. I need in between this line. That's where it was before. It was in between that line because this is too sharp for them. I can't get it to go in between that line. Did I get it? No. How did I have it right here before? There, got it. I wonder if it was that guy was too close. How much did that ruin our viewing area? Not too much. Okay. Let's pause. Can we live with that? Okay. Stay away from my water. I'm gonna move and fix this. There's your stuff. Really, I think this can start to go back now. Oops. I don't think this has to be as tall as I made it. I think it was the issue of that guy. This closer if possible. That's better. That'll do. I can get this closer. I would like to. Yeah, that's better. And really, I can get an extra few feet this way too. I know I could probably do better with curved glass, but might just have to deal with it. It's not horrible. Alright, it's bugging me now. Let's see if I can't get this curved glass any better. Too low for that. I'm gonna have to bring that out. That'll be tall enough? Let's find out. Yes, it is. Excellent. And that actually got quite a bit of surface space. Nice. Put that in. Actually, we're just gonna bring that all the way down. Flip it around. Yeah, looks good. Too much rock, not enough sand. And I got just enough space for them now. So, otters need quite a bit of water. Probably could have dragged this out a little bit closer, but anyway. Looks like this is as many otters as I get to have. Not really cutting in on their water space. Oh, please don't freeze on me. Please don't crash. Not after everything I just fixed. Oh no, it just crashed. Maybe? Oh, nope. We're good. Save now. A motion to save. I think actually with that I'm gonna pause for the night. Yeah, it's really struggling right now, so I'm gonna get off for the night. Starting to do its like little pause thing and it's doing it worse, so. Well, there's the otters, the beginning of it all. This interesting exhibit that's going to happen. Lighting's going to be fun for this building. And then I'll put some exhibits here. And then we'll figure out what the top is going to look like. I'm thinking some sort of temple type thing with its shaping. It'll be lots of fun. Alright guys. I'm save and get out of here. Thanks for being with me today. Again, let me know if I missed any animals that need to go in there. See ya.